Yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, speaking of something else that went down, SamAnt, Monique and Oprah. That was a crazy situation. You want to share that with the people?
Yeah, Monique and Oprah obviously have had their past back with Lee Daniels, Precious. Monique blaming Oprah almost for being blackballed in Hollywood now. She penned an open letter to Oprah via Instagram. I'll read it. It's very lengthy. You guys are going to have to bear with me. She went in. Let's hear it. I felt compelled to write you this open letter. Oh, dear Oprah, excuse me. I felt compelled to write you this open letter after observing the disparity in the way that you seem to treat people who were accused of the same allegations. You did an interview on the CBS Morning Show and were asked about Harvey Weinstein by Norah O'Donnell. And you said, as it pertained to him, that you, quote, always try to look at the rainbow in the clouds, whatever is the silver lining. You also said, if we make this all about Harvey Weinstein, then we have lost the moment. When you either are or were going to be a part of the documentary of Michael Jackson and Russell Simmons, how is that not making it all about them? Interestingly, brother MJ was acquitted and deceased, so how is he not off limits? Russell and Harvey are accused of the same thing, so in fairness, how do you not support the accusers of both, as you said you did with RS? Or you look for the silver lining for both, like you did with HW. The only difference between the two is their skin color. And doesn't HW, Harvey Weinstein, if you guys don't know, have way more accusers? My personal experience with you is that you've watched me as a black woman be accused of being difficult for not promoting Precious internationally, for Lionsgate, at Lionsgate, Tyler Perry, and your request, despite the fact that my deal was with Lee Daniels Entertainment. And how are you for black women when you hear Tyler on audio saying I was right and he was going to speak up, but you or him still haven't said a word? When I was 16 and I meet you at your local show in Baltimore, I told you I wanted to be just like you when I grew up. You responded, you have to work really, really hard. My 16-year-old self did not know that you, in your silence, in the face of wrongdoing, would make my life harder. Lastly, please consider standing by the people who are right and not just the quote unquote right people. Love you for life, Monique. She has a way to throw daggers in people's stomach politely, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about Miss Monique saying what she said?
I was reading a little earlier. Said, man, we talked about it earlier this morning. We were putting a show together for tonight. And, you know, a lot of the things we said when we seen that she was coming out with the Russell Simmons thing, and we seen her. We actually interviewed some of Michael Jackson, his niece and nephew, I think it was.
Yeah, Taj and Brandy.
Absolutely. We interviewed them sometime last year, and they were telling us specifically, they spoke about Oprah and her, you know, they just wasn't feeling her, for lack of a better word. And so to see this and to see this come out just confirms all the stuff that we've been saying and feeling. And, you know, we keep it real over here, man. We don't sugarcoat it over here. We don't have no agenda. We just read something and we give our 100% genuine opinion on how we feel about it. And I definitely believe that about Oprah. She's so rich. She's a billionaire, I'm thinking right now.
She's a billionaire, yeah.
And it's like certain lines that she probably won't cross. And I think that she's trying to appease certain people. And since she has that powerful media platform, I think she gets pressure from certain people. And she thinks that she has to be the one to, okay, I got to put, or somebody, we got to get Oprah behind this, because if Oprah gets behind it, we can get everybody behind it. So yeah, 100%. I love Monique. I think Monique comes from that cloth, you know, that cut from that cloth of people who are 100% genuine, never change, no matter how much money they get, are going to come at your throat and give it to you 100% raw. We know those type of women from our family. Yeah. And I think she's cut from that cloth. So shout out to Monique for exposing that information and pretty much reiterating what we thought already over here.
You know what I don't like? I don't like that you look at some of the billionaires that are black of our skin color. It's particular in media and how they don't seem to be riding for us, how they seem to kind of toe a company line through. We have to question their authenticity and how genuinely they feel about us, because we all aspire to be billionaires, but I don't want to give my soul for it. I don't want to compromise anything who I am for $1, but I would love to see that level of success that billion becoming a billionaire comes with. I aspire to that level of success, point blank, period. Yes, but when you see an Oprah and you see a JayZ and we look at certain moves and how certain moves that they make you go, damn, how, Oprah, are you sitting here and looking at a Weinstein situation, which we know you're close friends with, and saying that we have to look at the entire spectrum of the rainbow, but completely dog a man who's been dead for over a decade and was acquitted of a crime. But you do everything you can to make sure that the narrative is steered toward him being negative, and that these two men accusing him of these crimes get money as they are going and aspiring to do, going into civil court for a man that's no longer here. That's disgusting. And then you throw and give out the same amount of energy, negative energy, toward a Russell Simmons. Now, if you felt like each one of these individuals were wrong, you have every right to go ahead and pursue how you feel, but give the same energy to everybody, and not people that look like the people that sign your checks and not like you. It's just wrong. And
that's why I think, the main reason why she fell off of the Russell Simmons documentary that already aired on Sundance was because of the people started coming at her heavy.
Even though she didn't admit it.
Instagram. Exactly. Yeah, I don't think she would never, she said it was some other things, but we know what it was. People came down on you hard enough, and your conscience started to get to, because you know exactly what it is. It's an agenda behind it. You're trying to appease a certain group of people, even if that means taking down your own friends that come from the same struggle, that look like you. That's what it appears to be to us, and that's what it is. Shout out to Monique for always keeping it real, man. And I think that she got a special with Monique. That she signed on with somebody. I forgot. I don't know Showtime. I think it was. So she got a just due, and at the end of the day, she had this little thing going on with Netflix. I think she's still in a legal battle with them, but she got a just due. I'm not sure exactly how much she got. I'll look that up in a second, but she was pretty excited about that deal.
I love Monique. I would love to have her and her husband Sydney on the show one day to sit with us, even if it had to be via video. If they were in the South Jersey area, to come sit on the set with us, that would be dope. One of the criticisms that Monique is going to get from our commentary, and one of the criticisms we're going to get, is the fact that she put herself in this situation. And a lot of people, a lot of criticism that Monique gets is that she always makes situations about her. I would let her ask her about that. I'm not going to give any commentary toward that, but I know a lot of people are going to get criticism. The criticism that I've heard about Monique in the various videos we get is that people feel like she can tend to make every situation about her, how she brought in a situation with Precious and things like that, even though I feel like it's a great example.
It is about
of exactly her, and why shouldn't it be?
Right.
I mean, but I want to hear her thoughts on that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, no doubt. She did. It's not actually specifying, the numbers of the deal with Showtime, but yeah, she did get a deal with them. So we'll be checking for that shortly, and keeping you updated on any breaking news that goes down, man. Episode 308 of the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast is in the books, man. We've been tearing, just trying to, we're doing our own producing, our own editing, everything over here. So we're just trying to put everything together for you guys and experiment with different angles. So just bear with us. We'll have it all together in just a few short weeks here. Yeah,
you have to keep in mind that we're self-made, self-owned SMS Studios for a reason. Everything from the ground up, from the paint, behind the paint, was purchased and provided by us. So little things that you see here or there, be patient with us. Bear in mind that we are working to get everything in order to give you the best product out there. If you guys don't already see that already, man, we're going to tear the game up. 2020 is going to be exciting. We've already talked to some people, some great people that are going to come in the building and bless our brand new set with their presence, man. We can't wait to show y'all some of that. We got some major people, dog. I ain't gonna put out no names, right?
Yeah, we went to the up in here. It's gonna happen.
You already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If we get who we're in talks to get, we changing the game in this shit
right there,
and it's in the works.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, if you're listening on YouTube, wherever you listen, hit that like button for me right now. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button on the screen and select the option that says get all notifications from this channel. That's SamAnt over there. Viral hip hop news. I'm your brother Ogai. Hip hop news uncensored. We came together and formed Voltron to make the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Episode 308 in the books. Over and out.
Peace. Shout out to Foulmouth Angel. Follow him on Foulmouth Angel TV. To do.
Peace.